Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 9, To Be or Not To Be at Peace. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, I know I didn't review last week, honey, but I was feeling under the weather. So now that I'm not snotting and I'm feeling a little bit better, honey, and I can go ahead and get into the Huntsville mess, I am back. So, child, let's get into it. When the episode first opens up, the Huntsville Globetrotters, honey, they decide to have a little pick-me-up game. I don't know, pick-me-up game, honey. It was something going on, okay? Courtney and Stormi have decided that they will be the peacemakers in the Huntsville streets. So, Stormi is planning a peace party, and Courtney is, trying to get the guys together to play a little basketball. So they playing basketball, honey, they playing basketball and whatnot. So after they get done doing that, they gonna have a seat on the bench. So Courtney was telling the men that Stormi is planning a peace party, and try to look with that. And they started talking about business, which I love to hear. When I tell y'all, that gets me so excited because I have a very entrepreneurial spirit. So when I hear them talking about the real estate and the deals and signing, I'm like, ooh, child, when I tell you, honey, speak business to me, baby, I love it. So they started talking about the business and whatnot. And Courtney wants to learn about commercial real estate. So Marcel said in the confessional, he was like, well, I teach him what I know. I offered the same thing to Martell. Well, honey, we see how that turned out. And Martell hanging out in Atlanta, honey, he ain't a bit more worried about no builder's license than the man in the moon. So Courtney asked about Mel and Tell. And, Martell couldn't wait to tell him he was invited to Destin, child, because I told y'all he wake up in the morning, answer his phone. Hello, can I speak to? Hey, I'm invited to Destin. Okay, we got it, sir. Okay. So he's invited to Destin. He let them know. And Marcel was like, well, is that going to confuse the kids? Martell said, well, my kids have enough sense to know that it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? But they do know happiness. Maurice said, okay, that's all fine and dandy. Okay, but kids are always going to hold out the hope that their parents are going to be together again. And I feel like that's so true because my son is still holding out hope. You can hold your breath until you blue in the face, honey, because it ain't happening. It ain't happening. I would rather count every bit of water in the ocean. I would rather sweep the ocean, mop the ocean, than to get back with that ex, honey. Child, ain't no amount of money in the world you could pay me, honey. Absolutely not. As long as y'all explain it to them, though, the kids are going to be fine. I'm sure they're going to understand that this ain't the parent trap, okay? We not getting back together. Mommy and daddy love you equally, okay? And at the end of the day, they're family no matter what, no matter if they live together or not. That's our normal, okay? We don't live together, but we're still mommy, we're still daddy, and we still love you, and we're still a family, okay? We're not the conventional family, but we will always be family. Kids love seeing both of their parents together, so as long as y'all continue to create family memories, the kids are going to love y'all for it. And that's just that on that. Moving forward. In the next scene, Stormi and Mel, they meet up, and Stormi is like, oh, you know what, Mel? And here they can reach your aura. Like they have something in the back to reach your aura. Like if we go back there, they can reach your aura. Girl, it's aura. The A takes on a sound. Girl, I'm not about to play with you. So they can reach your aura and whatnot. Child, I don't need no crystals. Don't give me no pellets. Honey, don't give me none of them brooms. Don't give me none of that. Okay, give me G-O-D and prayer and I'm good. So Mel is like, yeah, because us Scorpios, we need that protection. So she's telling Stormi about the comeback, but not really comeback group meeting and how they decided that kids are off limits and everything went fine. So as long as everybody abides by the rules, we gonna be good. So Stormi goes, oh, okay, so Tisha was there. Okay, so y'all friends. She said, no, we're not friends. I'm not looking for friends at the moment. No, I don't need friends. This help for here. Oh, my goodness. So she is telling her that she wants to put something together for the ladies. And Mel is like, well, who all gonna be there? Like who? And so she starts naming them all. Mel, the cast. Okay? The cast. I don't know why they ask these questions, child. And it shouldn't matter. If you can stomach them at the grand opening and Jalen's housewarming party, just ignore them, eat your chicken wings like you did at that party. And whoever you don't fool with, don't talk to them and keep it pushing. I know that they don't get along, y'all. I know that. But this show will not last long if everybody refuses to film together. There's no show. Housewives do it all the time. Child, y'all would never make it on one of them franchises, the way y'all act. So she said at the Galentine's Day, nothing was really resolved. So, she want to try to get together and see if they can halfway heal. Like, she wants to try healing. So Mel, of course, is like, listen, I'm not trying to resolve anything with them. And we already tried to heal before. So, what else is going on? Stormi thinks that it's going to be different with her. She's like, well, y'all ain't tried it with me. So let's just try it with me and see if it works. Stormi, none of them want to be friends. So this is just going to be a scene, to be honest. Okay? None of them want to be friends. It ain't going to last. They're going to get all over social media and get to acting a fool. And so just do the scene, child, and move on. In the next scene, Marceau and Courtney, they meet up, and Marceau shows him one of his commercial properties that he, helped to build. And he also was telling him some other things that he worked on as well. I'm like, is that a Comfort Inn? Baby, it's a Comfort or a La Quinta. It's one of them. Baby, that's a big contract. So Courtney is basically like, listen, I'm not trying to wear no hard hat. I just want to drop a bag. Honey, I know that's right. That's some boss moves right there. So Marceau asked him, if it's him or is it him and Stormi? He said, it's going to always be me and Stormi. Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. Oh, my God. When I tell you the way he answered that, Courtney is a manly man, honey. Now that's how you do it. Okay, Stormi, honey, getting blessed. So he said, we work together. How you work with your wife? He don't. So Marceau was like, well, we work together with the vision, but I'm afraid that it's going to spill over into the house. So Courtney was basically letting him know business is business and personal is personal. He said everything that we do it together. Now, sometimes she's in charge because if she got that, then she got that. I don't bother her. But it doesn't spill over into our household. We have our roles. And Courtney also said we made more money together. We made 26 mil together. Again, dear God, it's me, Margaret. Oh, child, we need to start a prayer line, honey. Meet me at 5 a.m. on the live, honey. We gonna pray for the men's that know how to be men's, child. Ooh, honey. So anyway, he said, they do everything together and whatnot. And then he said, well, we all know to be true. And that's that Marceau just don't like to work with women, especially his wife. Please say it again for the people in the back. Courtney, you know what? You can stay. The rest of the cast can go. Well, okay, y'all can stay as well. But we can take the uh-ohs. Get rid of the uh-ohs. Usher in Courtney and Stormi. So Marceau talking about, well, I made $17 million. Sir, if you made $17 million, if that is the case, y'all can get out that Matchbox off the freeway off-ramp. Okay, we can get off of that. Okay, if we and baby, I'm trying not even gonna go there. Show me the tax return. Show me the tax return, child. In the next scene, Kimmie and Maurice are in the theater room about to watch a comedy, right? It's been a rough week for Kimmie. They start talking and Kimmie tells him that, she's had a really tough week. She's been trying to be strong for everybody. And Maurice is like, it's okay if you aren't strong. I really hate that. I really hate the fact that you have to keep all your emotions bottled up. Baby, we are human at the end of the day. If you need to fall the hell apart and snatch your wig off and fall to the floor on your knees and call out to God, do it. Okay? Sometimes we have to not be the strong one. Being the strong one sometimes will be detrimental to your health. Just break down. It's okay. You don't always have to carry everything. She said on June 14th, she found a lump and she called the doctor, to have a mammogram. And then while she was waiting, she said, let me just check it again. And she found another lump. So she's telling Maurice a lump in your breast is most time a definite sign of cancer, but a lump in your lymph nodes is a sure sign of cancer. Oh my God. I'm so hurt for Kimmie. When I tell y'all, you know what? I don't even want to speak cancer over her body. Now, I know what's done is done, honey, but things can happen. God heals miraculously. A lump could just be a cyst. Honey, some people misdiagnose you, honey. I'm just going to speak it. Now, I already know the outcome before people get down in the comments. Well, no, it's what it is. I just don't personally speak that. Okay? I personally believe that you put out what you want. God hears us, so I'm not going to speak cancer, even though that's child, I'm not speaking it, okay? I'm praying that it can be removed and never return. That's what I'm praying. And I have been having mammograms since 21 years old. I've had 3 biopsies in the last year. So this right here hit close to home for me. I know that fear. I know it. Sitting and waiting. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all, honey, I know this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. When I tell y'all I fasted and prayed and prayed and fasted again, but y'all would never know. Because I'm going to get on here and, hey, girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to break the hell down. Sometimes you need to be vulnerable. Sometimes you need to just feel your feelings. So I am praying for healing, restoration. I'm not claiming none of that, honey. Whatever they said, it's going to be reversed. Everything's going to be fine. And I literally broke down during this scene. I'm talking about snotting. Kimmie, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Transparency will definitely bless you, and it will definitely bless somebody else. Your courage and your strength, it's just beautiful. It really is. And I see why you've always been a fan favorite. I really do. And she said, originally she didn't want to talk about it. She wanted to shy away from it. But then she was like, you know what? Why not? If my story will help at least one person, then I'm going to tell it. She's trying not to think the worst, because if she does, then she's going to get in her head and she's going to think that it's cancer, and it might not be. So Maurice is being really supportive in this moment. He's really supporting her. And it was very beautiful to see. It really was. He said, he wants to be there for her and, just get all the friends and everybody. They need prayer because they need a divine intervention. But Kimmie feels like it will be too overwhelming. It's going to make her feel like, even worse to have everyone involved and everybody praying. She said if she acts like it's not a big thing, then it's not a big thing, because they don't even know what it is yet. So just act like nothing's happening. So Maurice said, well, you know what? I'm going to be there for you till death do us part. Baby, I got chills. When he said that in that confessional, I said, oh my gosh, honey, this was one of the best scenes that Maurice has had. It really showed that he is down for Kimmie like 4 flat tires. Okay. So Kimmie is telling him that this just made her think about some things that they need to get done. And one of them is preparing a living will. She's like, listen, I know you didn't plan for this. I know you didn't plan for these life-changing events and all this life-changing stuff. Kimmie, please don't act like you're a burden. Stop it. Okay? The vows are sickness and in health. Richer or poor. Till death do y'all part. He gonna be fine, honey. He will be there for you just like you would be there for him. And he said that. He said, no, I signed up for everything. Whatever you got going on, I signed up for it all. He started getting teary-eyed, child. I'm snotting, trying to write down the notes, honey. She crying. I'm like, oh, this is just, oh my goodness. This is just too much. At this point, I don't want to hear nothing that they're arguing about when she's facing a life-changing diagnosis. I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear it. Who gives a damn about y'all fussing over who's friends with who spoke to who, 20 women's, meet him at the bar. I ain't reckon you trying to destroy my marriage. Destiny's a terrible friend. I gave her $5,000. Mel can go to hell. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Life is too short for this ignorance. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, y'all. When I tell y'all I had a nasty attitude watching, I'm like, oh, y'all, please don't start that fussing. Please don't. My prayers will include Kimmie tonight. I have to say that. And ladies, please get your yearly mammograms. Please do self-examinations in the shower. Please lay down and feel your breast. And also, just a tip, to make sure that, your breasts are not, creating lumps and bumps and humps. Massage your boobs. It might seem funny and it might look crazy, but just get you some warm olive oil and just massage your boobs, honey. Fill yourself up. Listen, we got to be around. We got to be around for our kids. We got to be around for our grandkids. And you already know that Black women are diagnosed with breast cancer more than any other race. So I'm going to need y'all, okay, out there in opinionated land to go ahead and massage them boobs, okay? Moving forward. In the next scene, Stormi is at home putting together the peace party. And she's setting the mood, honey. She got a black violinist. Baby, you better do that. So the ladies start to arrive. So then Kimmie arrives, and she said in her confessional she's not ready to share until she gets the diagnosis. So everyone shows up in their pretty dresses, and Tisha shows up in her cookout shorts. Oh, honey, look at them girls and Daisy Dukes on. I want you to come on, baby, kick them daisies. Tisha, what are you wearing, honey? You look good. But honey, what is happening? Tisha was like, oh, you said that we was going to be sitting outside at the event. So I got my shorts on. Girl, I'm not about to play with you. So here go, Mel. I'm really not in the mood to mend any relationships with anybody that should be at this party. Girl, stop. Okay? Kimmie is worried, sick about her health. We don't give a damn. Y'all don't never have to make up. We just don't want to hear about it no more. Okay? I don't want to hear about it no more. Tisha in the confessional talking about, well, we said that we weren't going to talk about anything, so we'll see how that goes. Actually, I have to give it to Tisha. She did well this episode, okay? She really tried to keep the peace and not rehash old mess, so I got to give it to Tisha. She did really well this episode. So then Destiny, she's talking about, well, I brought my cousin Demi because, Huntsville is really small, and so she knows everyone and she knows how Mel and Martell can be. Well, honey, does she know Stormi? Because she was uninvited. Okay? And you don't bring nobody else to somebody else's house. Yes, I said bring. You don't bring nobody else to somebody else's house uninvited. Child, I would have escorted Demi Lovato and Destiny's child right up out my damn house. Y'all don't get too comfortable on them pillows. Come on. Violinist, scoot to the side, honey. Cut the record. Yes, goodbye. Baby, not you gonna invite somebody to this woman's house? And did you even ask before you brought her? And what do you need backup for? And not y'all just coming in and taking a seat, not speaking, but you had a full-on attitude when Mel came in and you thought she didn't speak to you. And you also turned Stormi around in the parking lot, didn't allow her feet to hit the inside of Madani, but you gonna bring a total stranger to this woman's home? Ma'am, things don't work like that. Girl, what? Oh, child, honey, it's the hypocrisy for me. I would have cussed Destiny smooth out. My nerves are already on edge because I'm worried about Kimmie, honey. Destiny, I ain't got time for this. Girl, that's a fool. This is crazy. Right now, I don't care what y'all doing. Okay, I really don't. But you don't bring people to somebody else's house. You don't do that. That's rude and disrespectful. So Stormi is like, oh, I didn't know you were bringing somebody. Well, luckily, I have an extra seat. And the whole time, the cousin ain't saying nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, the rudeness runs in the family, baby. She ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You walk up to the host and you say, hey, Stormi, I'm sorry I didn't call you, but I decided to bring my my cousin Demi with me. If that's not okay, we can go. Not just come down and sit down and take a seat on the pillow crisscross applesauce. Girl, gone. So Stormi is like, well, you know what? Don't worry about it, honey. If you brought somebody, that's fine. So she's telling them that things didn't go well at the Galentine's. So she wants to try to make it right because she feels like she contributed to the mess. And Destiny contributed to the mess as well because she was trying to pick up chairs. And so everybody's like, girl, yeah, you was trying to pick up them chairs, honey. It was a whole fool. So Stormi asked them to light some sage. Honey, y'all gonna need more than that. So they lighting the sage and fanning it around and whatnot. And she asked them to recite some mantras. So she went first, and then Tiffany said something, child. I try not to listen. Mel says she desires peace and love and harmony. Destiny starts coughing. Ma'am, keep it cute. Child, y'all so childish. Y'all so childish. And see, this is the thing, Destiny. Because see, oh my goodness. Now, had Mel coughed or got up to use the restroom while you were saying your mantra, you would have had a fit and your face would have been on screw the entire night. Stop it. Okay? Because then when she returns serve, then it's a whole fool all up and at the peace party or the peace retreat or whatever the hell y'all doing right now. So just stop. Act like you have some sense. That is so passive aggressive and petty and childish. That is just dumb. So Destiny was like, well, I'm in my season of overflow and, I'm wishing all good things to come to me and all of this. So Mel in the confessional, she's like, yeah, I'm happy that Destiny is in a much better place because, I know what it's like to rebuild after a divorce. So if she's in a good place, then I'm happy for her. So Kimmie does her mantra and she says that she can overcome anything. Yes, you can, Kimmie. Yes, you can. You and God, y'all got this. You can definitely overcome anything. Just keep eating right. Keep doing the right thing. Go to all of your doctor's appointments. You're going to have to change your diet completely. And, with prayer, you definitely can overcome anything. So she starts to cry. So Stormi gets up and she hugs her. So Mel is like, well, something must really be going on because Kimmie is not the one to just cry for no reason. So something must really be going on with her. And so Stormi said, well, may I ask what's going on? You want to share? And she said, no, I'm not ready to share. And I like the fact that they didn't press her like, girl, come on, tell us. We're here. We're friends. No, She didn't want to share it, and she didn't share it. Moving forward. So Stormi wants to play this game that won't go well. It's called What I Heard, What They Said, and What I Meant. So Tiffany gonna say, "Oh, this sounds like therapy, and we all know how I feel about therapy." Well, it may sound like therapy, honey, but you need some therapy. And also some retail therapy so you can retire them kitten heels. Anyway, so Stormi was like, okay, I'll go first. So she gives the example of when she asked Destiny what happened between her and Mel. She said, I asked, so what did you hear, Destiny? And Destiny was like, I heard you asking over and over again. Destiny showing out because Demi Lovato over in the corner, ain't she? Any other time she wouldn't be saying nothing. So Stormi explains that she was just trying to gain clarity, and Destiny was like, okay, I understood that, after me and you talked. So then she asked Tiffany if she'd ever experienced anything like that, and she's like, no. So Destiny is like, girl, bye. You have definitely experienced something like that before. Girl, just participate with your transparent self. Just participate in it. You're lying anyway. You've had times like that with Kimmie and Destiny. So what are you even saying? So she's like, well, I've had plenty of times with Destiny. Destiny's like, oh, okay, well, let's do it. Let's spin it then. Here go Tiffany. Is this Detroit? Tiffany's so fake. Tiffany's so fake. See, this is why I cannot just vibe with Tiffany. Because it's like when you're in a group setting with the ladies, you try to jump fly. But then when you ain't got no damn body to film with because you're a snooze fest, now all of a sudden you acting funny. One-on-one with Destiny, you were fine. So what are you even... So then Tiffany brings up the brunch where she came in, honey, first scene of her season and started telling stuff that didn't need to be told. Child, I ain't never gonna forget that. That was rude as hell. So she's like, I feel like you exaggerated and you went to the restroom when we had already had that conversation before. So Kimmie said, so you were confused as to why Destiny was upset because you were just trying to get her to remember where you knew her from? She's like, yeah. Fake. Okay? You were just in Destiny's face. Now you're telling her she over-exaggerated. How you gonna tell her how to respond to you coming in hot, trying to blow up her spot? How you gonna tell her how to respond to that? And you don't need to make me remember you at all. If I say I don't remember you, I don't damn remember you. Point blank and the period. And honey, you've been on here for 2 seasons and half of us don't remember you. So there's that. Moving forward. And that wasn't even no good example. Okay, you were wrong when you said that. What you said was exactly what you meant. You know what? Therapy might not be working for you because you don't comprehend well. Girl, goodbye. Destiny was like, well, you know what's so funny about that? Is that the woman was Melnica. Not Melnica everywhere. I call Cap. I call Cap. If it were Melnica, why did you react that way, Destiny? If it were Melnica, I would have corrected her. I would have looked at her and said, oh, I know who that was. That was Melnica. And no, I don't remember us having that conversation. Unless you just found out who it was, because I would have definitely corrected her, honey. You don't come to my birthday brunch and act like you trying to clown me. Absolutely not. And whatever, honey, Kimmie's health is in question. So I don't want to hear it, nor do I care. Moving forward. So they go to Destiny and she hush mouth. She don't want to say nothing. She was like, I'm fine with everyone. Anyway, child, just skip over her. Ugh. Anyway. So then they go to Tisha and she's like, no, I'm good. She said in her confessional, she doesn't want to speak up because she didn't want to start anything. And it's no sense in going in reverse and rehashing old stuff. It's just going to make people upset. Tisha, that was probably for the best. I'm so proud of you. Shout out to Drake. Honey, y'all know Drizzy been acting up this week. Good job, Tisha. Child, because you know the people going to get to talking, honey, if you say anything. So I think that was best. So then they went to Mel. And she brings up the grand opening and her actually speaking to Destiny. And she said that Destiny didn't hear her. And Destiny was like, well, I didn't hear it. So Stormi goes, okay, well, she spoke. Honey, she definitely did. So Stormi said, okay, so now that you know that she spoke, does it change anything? She said no. Now, before the people get in the uproar, like, she could have accepted it. It's Melody. I understand. This is why I think she's saying no. I think she's saying no because of the melee outside and the fact that Mel didn't call and apologize. Now, that's just my guess. I haven't seen the next episode, but I'm thinking that's probably why she was like, no, that doesn't change anything because you still went outside and y'all still acted up. Everybody called and apologized to me but you. So maybe they can talk through that. But then we see next episode, some things are about to be revealed. So, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. And that was the end of the episode. The episode was really good. This is the kind of reality TV that I don't mind, okay? Because I really loved the layers, okay? I loved how Courtney was integrated into the episode. I love how Stormi was taking more of a front row and she was trying to get things together. I love that we saw a real life moment. I don't like the circumstances. No, I do not. But I love the fact that Kimmie and Maurice were being very vulnerable in that scene, and they let us in a little bit, and I appreciated it. And so I'm gonna definitely be praying for Kimmie. I appreciated the peace party because things are going to get sorted out. It was a little bit of shade. You know, I mean, it was just a very layered episode, and it was good. Honey, I give it a 9 out of 10. Let's get into it. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.